Hey everybody, it's me, Zach. Underneath this blanket is Potato Doodle Doo, and welcome back to our channel. Hey everybody, it's me, Zach. Hi, hello, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. I hope this day has greeted you with peace. And also, I hope you're ready for AMBERLYNN quitting semaglutide, because that's literally the first thing in her new vlog title. So we've clearly, certainly got a lot in store for us, a lot ahead of us today. The title of her video today is I'm quitting semaglutide. I'm done weighing myself, and first therapy appointment, sparkle sparkle vlog, which honestly, the I'm done weighing myself part of this, she literally just a couple vlogs ago started doing another 10-day challenge where she was going to be keeping track of her calories and also weighing herself. She was gonna restart the 10 days again already. So honestly, truly, let me just grab a candle. Let me just grab this calls for a candle. Dearly beloved, we gather here to say our goodbyes. Here she lies, AMBERLYNN's third attempt at semaglutide, and weighing herself every day for 10 days. Oh my gosh, I need to rewatch the Rent movies. Did y'all know that comes from Rent? Like the musical, the hit musical by Jonathan Larson? It does. Anyways, I just, I saw the semaglutide coming. I mean, I think we all have. I'm not like some oracle or psychic over here. The signs have clearly been there. She's been planting seeds for it not working, it not doing what it needs to do, this, that, the other. I hope we can just, close the book on the GLP-1s at this point, honestly. She has spent probably so much money on these shots for it to just do nothing, for her to just not really give it a chance, not try, for her to complain about having diarrhea and not even sit there and look at like the choices she's making eating wise and things like that. It's just, I don't know. She's clearly also not in a good place, so maybe this first therapy appointment will really help her with that. I don't know. I also want to say, when I pulled up the video, it played for just a couple seconds before I got it all set up here, and it said that she was recording on February 5th, which is also so confusing to me because the last video she posted where she responded to Beck was from February 7th. So I don't know why she's playing these like mind games and things like that when it comes to like the order of her videos, the timeline, this, that, the other. I'm also kind of confused, and this is probably the part where maybe I do need to start like hunkering down and finding actual parts of her live streams or like places to watch her live stream or something, because I thought I heard in the last members only live stream that she was still potentially going to be taking semaglutide. She was still maybe doing it. But the last members only live stream she had was post February 5th. So fuck if I know, honestly. Fuck if I know. But let me shut the fuck up and let's just get to, shall we?
Hello. Welcome to my vlog. So today is February 5th and your girl does not feel like getting ready today.
Oh, okay.
I just don't. I threw on some eyeliner, didn't even put on foundation, didn't even care enough to do that. Don't care about my hair, don't care about what I'm wearing. It is literally one of them days.
It is actually, this is one of those times where I'm like, you say you don't care, but you like fully have eyeliner on and your hair is up in a bun like it frequently is. Like, are you saying you don't care every other day? Because bestie, you do in fact look the same as you always do. Like, I would have never guessed that she considered this a day that she didn't feel like getting ready. Because usually getting ready for her is putting on the eyeliner and stuff, I don't really get it. But you know what? Maybe she was channeling my energy on February 5th, because on February 5th, I was sick as a fucking dog and I didn't do anything that day. So maybe we were just on, I don't know that I want to be on some kind of weird wavelength, but maybe we were on some kind of weird wavelength that day.
I just want to start this off with my weigh-in. It's not pretty, it's not good, and I do want to talk a little bit about it. So
okay.
Here it is. February 5th. Alexa, what's the date today?
Good afternoon, AMBERLYNN. It's Wednesday, February 5th.
Okay.
I woke up swollen again.
Hello. It's ready.
Stuck it on.
511.2 pounds.
So she gained 2 pounds?
511.2.
I think she was 509 in the last one. Here's the thing. I also, outside of like just the funniness of AMBERLYNN like starting something and then so quickly quitting something, like I do actually, and I've said this before on my channel, I feel like I've been pretty consistent about this for a while, but I do actually feel like it's best for her to, one, not weigh herself every day, and two, not do it for YouTube. She tends to like get overly fixated on like small changes either way when she weighs herself every day and compares it day to day. And in the past, when she's allegedly been doing well, been successful, etc., she has not documented much of that process on the actual internet. And so I do think overall, outside of her just like being like, I'm gonna commit to doing the things I told you all I was gonna do, like outside of that whole thing, I do think it's actually honestly better for her to just not weigh herself.
After eating only 2,100 calories yesterday. We'll talk more about that in a minute.
Well, and then that's also the thing is that if she gains a little bit of weight, or even loses a little bit of weight, she uses that as like causation for whatever things she had tried or didn't try to do. So in this case, it sounds like she's already trying to say, well, like I only ate 2,100 calories and I still gained weight. And I feel like she's trying to like already start to justify like, oh, I'm not eating enough calories or I'm eating too many calories. Like she's already doing that whole process, you know?
I gained 2 pounds overnight, literally eating 2,100 calories. And it's like, that is a moment where my body is choosing to do what it wants to do because I have lipedema and lymphedema. As you guys know, I feel like I say that like every 2 seconds, but it's the truth. It's something I'm suffering with. And it's really hard and conflicting because, like, people with lipedema and lymphedema, it is easier for them. By the way, that is my broom. That is not a mop. I've had people ask, is that a cute little pink mop? No.
I don't care about your broom.
I just always have it out. Random parts of my home because I like to do cleaning rooms, as you guys know. Anyways, I feel like I'm random.
I don't care about your broom, and I do honestly care about your lymphedema and lipedema. I just, you know, I sound like a broken record at this point, I'm sure, but her lymphedema and lipedema specialist that she saw when she lived in Kentucky did in fact suggest to her, like, doing a lower carb diet, and we've seen what her most recent grocery haul looked like, and it was things that were, like, all processed, like Amy's frozen dinners, frozen burritos. In some recent grocery haul, she had Hot Pockets, and it's just like, not only are those things like carb heavy, but they're also like full of sodium and preservatives, I'm sure. And she's on here talking about like swelling and things like that, and it's like, those are things known to cause inflammation and swelling and stuff like that. And so it's like, yeah, of course you're swelling. Of course your lymphedema is hurting and things like that. I mean, like, I'm really piecing this together. I'm by no means, absolutely by no means, like a lymphedema specialist. I have watched Colin Mockery, not the guy from Whose Line Is It Anyway, but a YouTuber. He did like a whole very long video about like some controversy surrounding the ways that the healthcare industry like looks at lymphedema and lipedema. But I'm no expert. I'm just going based on the things that she said and some of the basic things I know about like sodium and carbs and stuff like that.
But so it is conflicting having issues with like my gallbladder and pancreas, but then also having issues with lipedema and lymphedema, because what helps lipedema and lymphedema is a low carb, high fat diet. Whereas that's the diet that'll trigger my gallbladder and trigger my pancreas. So it's like, so it's just all very conflicting.
She said that triggered her gallbladder and stuff. And I just want to say, the last time that she even attempted all of that, was it was during, I think, the first time that she was taking Ozempic. And she was talking to like 3 different doctors and did not try to have them like all touch base or share that information about what was going on with any of them. So instead of like trying to talk to each doctor and say like, well, here's what this doctor knows, here's what this doctor knows, and here's what this doctor knows, she instead just said, I'm not taking any of their advice, and just tried nothing. She also at the time, you know, said that any kind of extreme weight loss was going to, because that's what they said caused it. That's what she said caused it at the time. I am being a little bit of like an Amberlynn Reid historian right now, because I think it's important for the context, since she wants to talk about how this like keto-esque diet led to her having gallbladder issues. What I remember her saying at the time is that she was losing weight too fast. She claimed she was losing weight too fast, and by that, what she meant was they told her rapid weight loss was anything from 2 to 3 pounds a week, and so she couldn't lose weight that fast because otherwise it triggered the sludge in her gallbladder. Okay, now how many times have I sat here and watched her lose 2 to 3 pounds or more, allegedly, in a week? A lot. And did she always have the gallbladder symptoms, the sludge, the whoever, whatever? I don't know. But I do remember the last time that somebody brought this up to her and was concerned that she was losing weight too rapidly. She said, well, that's just going to happen. Like, if I'm going to lose weight, that's going to happen, and I just have to deal with it. And it's no longer a concern to me. But it's only a concern whenever it comes to doing this like keto-esque low-carb, high-fat diet, where she could potentially like help control the symptoms of her lymphedema that she's constantly complaining about. I don't know. Am I rambling? I feel like I'm rambling, and we're only 2 minutes into this video. Oh my God. Slow down, Zach. Yeah, slow down. Stop talking. You got places to be today, Zach.
Frustrating. So long story short, I would rather have issues with my lymphedema versus obviously organs inside of my body. So that is why I choose not to do like a really high fat protein based
low carb diet. Okay,
because it does make my pancreas and my gallbladder hurt. It's just something that I have to deal with, and I can be in a calorie deficiency all day long. And still, my body sometimes does not react. I do want to make progress. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to make progress every day, because eating at 2,100 calories... I
feel like, honestly, she's just yapping about it. She's just yapping her way into a word salad excuse. I honestly... It's just like... What else can you say about it, you know?
As someone who is 500 pounds... I should have lost weight. Having lipedema and lymphedema while trying to lose weight, but also suffering with like weird pancreas and gallbladder issues, it's giving like I'm a human in quicksand trying to get out of it, and I like literally can't. Anyways, I did eat today. I've had 495 calories. I did not film because
it just really is frustrating to watch. Not that like, I think there's probably a lot of people who are on various weight loss journeys, maybe some that are similar to Amberlynn's, maybe some that are different, who can relate to some of those things. I think it's relatable to struggle and things like that. It's just, after watching her for so many years, it's just more of the same. More of the same of everything I've ever heard her say about any of these things. She talks about not wanting to like give up on what she told her audience she would do, and I feel like she's good at that when it comes to, I'm gonna show up for this live stream I told you. She's gotten so much better at that over the years, but she can't show up for herself in the same way. She can't show up for herself when it comes to sticking to any kind of plan, diet, medicine, etc.
I was busy answering a ton of questions for my therapy appointment tomorrow. I'm telling you, there was like 100 questions. I was like, oh my God, this is a lot. Like, it was definitely triggering, but therapy is triggering. So I was eating my food. It was a sandwich, so here's a picture of that. And I'm telling you.
I mean, I get what she's saying. I get what she's saying, but like, I don't think that in general, therapy should be necessarily triggering. It should be a safe place for you to explore things that are difficult for you to deal with. But I get what she's saying. It just, I don't know.
Telling you that is like the best sandwich ever. It is so good. It's just bacon, chicken lunch meat, mayo, mustard, red onion, lettuce.
Great.
It's giving BLT without the tomato, and we add some onion.
It's not giving BLT at all. It's a club sandwich. It's not giving BLT at all. I'm so annoyed that you keep calling that a BLT.
And chicken lunch meat, which I actually said that in my last vlog too, but...
Few hours later.
Y'all, I'm telling you, Oklahoma, like, might be one of the windiest places I've ever lived sometimes. I just came back in from walking Twinkie.
Come back to the Windy City, girly.
It's a windy. But it's weird. I noticed where I go to, like, walk Twinkie and stuff, like, it's more windy, like, in that section versus, like, when I turn the corner and go around the building, it's not as windy over there. I'm just like, it doesn't make sense. Wind does not make sense. So I actually also got done talking to...
I don't understand wind, therefore it doesn't make sense. How does wind? Miracles, how do those work? Magnets, how do those work?
To a friend of mine, her mom also has like lipedema problems, and she just made me feel a lot better. It's great to have like people in your life that are like super supportive.
Oh,
but
good.
I need that in my life.
Great.
Trust me.
Love
Especially
that.
people who like understand the struggle, you know?
Sure.
And I was just talking more, and they were talking to me, giving me their 2 cents, their advice. Sometimes I need it. And honestly, the winning choice here, the conclusion of it all, is I probably should not be weighing myself daily. I have not been weighing myself daily in a very long time, and I only wanted to do it for this series, but I'm realizing more than ever it literally puts me in the worst headspace because
she has come to this conclusion so many times on her channel. I've watched her come to this conclusion at least 1,200 times. I mean, obviously exaggerating, but like that's why I know. That's why I know to say that she has done better historically when she hasn't, because she always comes to this conclusion. She always ends up back here. She always does. She always does.
100 calories last night. I was so super happy about that. Like, I went to bed proud of myself, and then to wake up and see that I gained 2 pounds, like, to the average person, it's like defeat. They're like, wow, how did I gain 2 pounds? With me, it's like, it's fluid, it's water retention, it's all these stupid and annoying things. And it's like, yeah, sure, I know that, but like, at the same time, it makes me anxious. So I can't be doing the daily
All right, yeah, then let's stop.
And I hate to let people down, but I'm genuinely telling you, my new like 2025 slogan, which I feel like everyone should be saying this, is I need to protect my peace. I can't do it. Like,
love Miss M, because mind you, this is February 5th, right? And around February 5th, February 4th, this time, she had posted those Instagram stories about how she's going to protect her peace and not defend herself when it came to stuff about Beck. And literally 2 days later, February 7th, she filmed an awful video where she took no accountability, did very little to address the things that Beck said, but then still like brought back up. And it's like, oh, we're protecting our peace, huh? Is that the mantra for 2025? You're doing a great job, Diva, at protecting your peace.
It put me in such a bad headspace. Y'all, I'm genuinely so annoyed. Like, I have no words for it. I swear I'm not crashing out, I'm not spiraling, but this whole vlog is gonna seem that way because it's like...
I was gonna say, it does kind of seem like you're crashing out, Diva.
Every step of the way, I'm like, oh, I wasn't gonna weigh myself daily. Oh, now we're not doing that. And it's just like, you know the next thing I'm about to say? Sundays are my semaglutide day. I was supposed to message the providers 2 weeks prior to me needing a new vial. And I did that. I even vlogged, let you guys know that I did that. As the days are getting closer and closer, it still hasn't shipped. So I messaged them, and I'm like, I'm going to be taking my...
I thought it was supposed to come on February 4th. Did she not get it on February 4th? I mean, obviously I remember that because it's my birthday. I remember when she said it's coming on Tuesday, it's coming on February 4th. It's supposed to be here. Did it not come?
Literally my increased dose, because I was supposed to double my dose. I would be like, I'm going to be taking it late because you guys are not shipping it. And they're just like, I'm so sorry. Sorry for the inconvenience. And I'm like, what do I say to that? I don't know. Like, it's okay, I guess, question mark. Like, this is a medicine. And it's like, I'm relying on this company to do the right thing. So already not getting it in time has been highly frustrating. So I was supposed to get it before the Sunday, which was just a few days ago. Like, today's Wednesday. And then they were like, nah, psych. Like, you're going to get it on Tuesday. And I'm like, okay, fine. I guess I'll take it a couple days later.
it's gonna be the provider's fault for why she's quitting semaglutide, right? Like, that's where we're going with this. Because it sounds like she maybe still didn't get it on Tuesday, and so she's just gonna blame them. It's their fault. It's their fault. It's nothing to do with her. Which, like, obviously, very frustrating to order something, especially something like medicine, and expect it and not get it, and things like that. Like, understand. Could relate to being frustrated about something like that. But it's like, so you're just gonna give up because it didn't come on time?
Like, it's fine. I messaged the provider to see what he thought, and he said it's going to be okay. So yesterday came around, which was Tuesday, and I was expecting to get it in the mail, and I didn't. So then I was like, fuck. I woke up today, and I was like, hopefully I'll get it today. I checked. It said it was going to be here today. It did arrive. It did.
Oh, okay,
but it's
great.
The wrong dose. It's the wrong dose. I'm frustrated.
Well, then work with it. Then work with it. Contact your provider. Sometimes AMBERLYNN acts like she's just never faced any kind of adversity in her life before. And it's just like, if something like this happened to me, what I presume I would do is reach back out to my provider and say, hey, I got the wrong dose. What do you advise that I do in the meantime, between time? Should I just take the dose I've been taking until I get the right dose? Or do you suggest something else? Is there somewhere else I can go to get this? Like, I feel like she's like, well, all I can do is quit. That's what this feels like it's leading up to.
And I'm done. It's like all these little things today are like, I don't know, just really getting to me. Just everything is getting to me. I cannot wait for my first therapy appointment tomorrow. Like, I just feel like the weight of the world is on me currently. And it's like, how is this company that I'm relying on for like a medicine that I'm injecting inside of me, how are they not only going to be late, but they're going to ship me the wrong dose?
Diva, I know in your small world, everything revolves around you. And I know that it's frustrating. I won't take that away. Like, I would be frustrated in this situation. But mistakes happen. Things happen. At a certain point, like, it was really hard to even access, like, semaglutide and GLP-1s and things like that. So, like, I know you're feeling very anxious and stressed and things like that right now, but, like, be patient. Reach out to your provider. Literally just talk to some people. Communicate your concerns, your frustrations. Communicate what you need to the people who can help you. You don't have to quit. You don't have to quit.
Like, what do I do with that? I'm frustrated and I'm done. I know a lot of people are like, oh, AMBERLYNN's about to quit semaglutide. Like, literally it wasn't like that until this situation. I love the thought of semaglutide and Ozempic and all of it.
Exactly. Like, you love the thought of it. You love the thought of it. But heaven forbid you be faced with any kind of adversity, any kind of challenge, any kind of difficult thing to overcome. You love the thought of having to do little to nothing to lose weight. That's what you love. You just said it. You just said it out loud right there. You love the thought of Ozempic. You love the thought of semaglutide. But you are so ready to quit at, like, the smallest amount of challenge, the smallest amount of adversity.
I don't want to think about food. I don't want the food noise. I don't want to be hungry. Like, when semaglutide is really working and when Ozempic would work in the past, like, that shit, like, felt phenomenal to me. But it's literally not even working. You guys have been hearing me say that for weeks now. And I was like, oh, fine, I'm going to keep giving it a chance. And then it's late, days late. And then once it does arrive, it's not even the right dose. Like, I'm just so frustrated right now. Like, I don't even have words. All right, so I'm going to have some Pringles. This is 100 calories. I'm also going to have 2 of these Duke's Hot and Spicy shorty sausages for 130 calories. I also had an Uncrustable grape.
She said, I don't understand why I'm swelling and gaining weight, and then shows all these, like, packaged, processed foods. Stunning. I have no idea why that would be the case, AMBERLYNN. Why is semaglutide not working? I have no idea.
Literally my favorite for 210 calories.
All right, next day, February 6th. Here we go,
Hello,
divas.
hello. So it is February 6th, and yes, I am just actually an all-around flop lately. I did not finish showing what I was eating yesterday because I realized that's also not productive for me in this moment. Let me turn this a little like that. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, but I just need to
She said it's not productive, but I will include the clips of what I ate already.
I'm obsessed with how good I did this bookshelf. It used to give me so much anxiety.
You are the interior designer of the world.
Look at it, like, because I hate clutter, I hate messes, and so it just, oh my god. This is your sign. If you have something in your house that is like cluttered, or it's giving you anxiety, or you need to clean it, do it. Do it while you're listening to me.
Not me looking back at my shelf. I actually am fine with how my shelf looks, actually, honestly.
I'm an absolute flop. Because I don't want to show every single thing that I'm eating. I can't. It messes with me, like, mentally. I need to get in, like, a better headspace before I do that. But don't worry. I will randomly show you guys what I'm eating. I will randomly do weigh-ins. I will randomly talk about my weight loss journey. Or lack thereof.
So you will weigh yourself still. So you will still show what you eat. What is the tea, diva? What is the... I don't understand. Also, wonderful pause screen.
I'm hoping with therapy that, like, the mentals can get figured out. Because I'm telling you, like, me having struggles with food, that's not, like, the issue. That's just, like, a symptom of something else that I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
Like, this is the issues with food. Okay.
Hi, hello, diva. That is what the internet has been telling you for ages. The internet has been yelling, go to therapy to address your issues with food.
So this is a symptom. So let's figure out, like, what's going on up here.
Yes.
So we can figure this out so, like, the symptom can go away.
Of course.
So speaking of therapy, my first appointment is in an hour, and I'm very nervous. I know that therapy consists of a lot of talking about things that I try to shove down on, like, a day-to-day basis. Last time I did therapy was, like, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, and I put my all into it. And I was able to actually heal from situations from my childhood that once made me cry all the time. And I'll show you one of those examples. So when I was knee-high to a grasshopper...
we're going back to showing the photos. Okay. A lot of you ended up agreeing with me that it was kind of weird that she was showing them. I mean, I guess it's her prerogative. It feels like a lot. And it feels like a lot that we're revisiting, like, past traumas and stuff in her life. Because, you know, literally the next day she wants to go on and talk about, like, she filmed the video responding to back where she talked about how she's such a changed person and this, that, the other. And I'm just like, okay, great. Hopefully you have grown. Hopefully you have worked through a lot of trauma. And also, like, how can you be mad at Beck about still processing and going through their own trauma and their own experiences when, like, this is still actively, like, she's welcome to have, like, trauma and still be processing it and things like that. That's not the point. The point is that she can't see why Beck might also still be working through some of that stuff.
I saved my baby brother. So this is one of, like,
she has told this story multiple times.
Traumatic situations I was in my childhood. So I have shared this. This is me when I was little. His crib was right here, and the string wrapped around his neck. I'm telling you, I had to rewrite the whole situation, giving every single detail that I could possibly remember. I had to read it daily. I had to read it out loud. And I did it so many times that, like, I desensitized myself from it. Like, I was trying really hard. And with the right type of therapy and the right type of therapist, like, healing and change is possible. I love therapy because I go into it, like, in the nude. That's a weird metaphor.
I don't actually disagree with the things that she said, right? Like, therapy, if you have the right fit and the right type of therapy and things like that, like, I am here to evangelize the word of therapy, right? Like, I really believe in it. It's been something very powerful in my own life, and I see the ways that it can be powerful for other people. What's frustrating is that she's sitting here, hasn't even at this point, at least in the video, attended her first therapy appointment. after not having gone to therapy for like a year and a half, like she just said. And prior to that last time that she went to therapy, hadn't gone for an even longer period of time. And also in the most recent history, been talking about how much she doesn't want to go to therapy, has avoided therapy because it gives her stress, anxiety, this, that, the other. And now she's sitting here talking about how much she loves therapy and how powerful it is and how great it is. It's like, yes, but also if that's the case, why has it taken us so long to schedule this appointment? I don't know. Anyways, I'm glad she's going. I really am. I really am.
What I mean by that is, like, when I am sitting there in front of my therapist, I let it all out. I literally let down my walls.
It's just one of those things where it's like she's barely done something and then comes on the internet and immediately after doing it once or twice, or even in this case, not even having done it yet, and is like talking like she's an expert on the subject. And it's like, you need to let down your walls. Like, you can't go into this thinking you know everything there is to know about therapy. You need to just be open to the process and whatever's going to happen with this therapist. And instead you're going into this like, I know so much about therapy. It's great. It's wonderful. It's so powerful. I'm amazing. And I'm just like, can we just wait for 2 seconds, Diva?
My guards. I wear zero mask. I'm authentically myself. And I say my deepest, most, like, traumatized versions of myself and secrets and feelings and thoughts and things that I would never vocalize out loud to, like, anybody. I let loose. I let it all out. Because it's like,
let loose. I said let loose. I haven't thought about Lucy LaDuca from RuPaul's Drag Race in a minute, but I do love that song, the Let Loose song. She sang it for her talent show number on the show. Anyways, sorry.
I might pay to go to therapy if I'm not going to, like, actually take advantage of these things. Anyways, I need to spend the next, like, 40 minutes and just, like, whoosha, like, bring peace within, because I'm actually very nervous. So I'll let you guys know how it goes after.
Okay. A few hours later, let's go. Let's hear about it.
Alright, you guys, I had my first appointment, and please be shocked. Usually I cry, even the first therapy appointment, almost the whole time. But I'm telling you, I am becoming better at, like, grounding myself and regulating. So I didn't cry the whole time. I did cry one time, just once. But the way my therapist described it, which was such a good description, is like the first few appointments is like opening up a very full, packed, jammed closet and just taking everything out of it and being like, okay, now that everything's out of it, let's look at everything and see what we have to do with each thing. And I was like, that's a really good way of explaining it. So that's very much how today went. And I like her a lot. I thought I was going to have more to say after my appointment, but really it was just like her getting to know me more and know more about my past and my current life, things that are bothering me. Yeah, it was a really good first appointment. So now I need to do a few things. Okay. And my mom's going to be picking me up because tomorrow's her birthday. And I was like, what do you want to do for your birthday? She wants to go.
Okay, that recap wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It really wasn't. I thought she was gonna be a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, like smug, cocky about her experience. So I do feel, I felt a little bit of that, but like, I feel like it could have been worse. Hopefully she just keeps on keeping on. Maybe also, like, she could do a little bit of reflecting on stuff about her weight loss and stuff about, weighing in every day, showing the food she eats every day and things like that. And, like, maybe consider not coming on and giving a debrief about therapy every single time she goes to therapy. I think maybe sometimes it might be helpful to hear about it, but I also think for her, it'd probably be more effective if she just, like, kept that experience, that process, etc. to herself. Although I'm sure a lot of people want to hear her talk about it. So, I could go either way. But what will be really annoying is if she, like, comes on here and acts enlightened. Because I'm not convinced that's where she's at, Divas. Not yet. Not after just one appointment, at least,
Go to bingo. She wants to go to bingo today. I think we're going to do electronic bingo, which is my fave. And we also get to Dob right next to the electronics. Come on, Dob.
Oh, happy birthday, Mama Lynn. Is this still the 6th or is this the 7th? Because I'm just imagining AMBERLYNN going to bingo and then coming home at 3 a.m. and filming that video about Beck.
My mom went to go order us some dinner. We're gonna have their nachos.
Come on, nachos. Let's reheat those nachos or whatever the kids are saying on Twitter.
So, yay. My bingo dauber of choice has been this super bright
cute
one. It's so cute. And then I also really like this Dazzle yellow one because it's like glittery and sparkly.
Honestly, I aspire to be in my 30s, which I am currently, and just have favorite bingo daubers. I really need to start researching bingo in Chicago. That's maybe not just drag bingo, because, like, I don't really drink anymore, and that does seem to be, at least the drag bingo I went to most recently, like, they were, like, giving out shots and stuff as prizes, and I don't really want that. I would love just some of this. I would love some of this. Let me get a bowl of nachos with some fake melty cheese, some fake plastic melty cheese, and some daubers, and let me go to fucking town, you know? Which also, I'm sure this will have no impact on her lipedema situation type of deal.
Okay, you guys, so I had a really good time with my mom. Stepdad stayed home because he's not feeling well, so keep him in your guys' thoughts.
Oh yeah, because her stepdad had COVID. She thinks that's how she got COVID. Interesting. I know the girlies with the timelines are out here piecing it together like, girl, when did you get COVID? Because I think currently right now, or at least last week's live stream, members only live stream, she had COVID.
Hope that you guys did enjoy this vlog, and if you guys haven't seen, I did the trend that people are doing over on my TikTok.
I haven't
think I did
seen
it last night or the night before. It's where people are taking
I don't care.
Kendrick Lamar's song because at the Grammys, Taylor Swift was like getting down when they played that song, while everyone else was just like chilling.
I haven't covered a lot of it. There's a lot of people that are talking about like some of her questionable behavior in the past with Libby, which was like an under 18 like family friend of Destiny's whenever she was with Destiny. And or like combining that with some of the weird things that AMBERLYNN has said in the past about people underage. I mean, even recently, Beck mentioned that AMBERLYNN talked about how an underage at the time, Billie Eilish, was very hot to her. So it's just like fascinating that AMBERLYNN would do a trend with the Kendrick Lamar song that's about Drake being a PDF file. You know, that's interesting choice. I'm sure I missed people talking about this TikTok whenever she posted it.
You know what, maybe I'll just add it here while I'm speaking, so you guys are probably seeing it now, but if you want to see it with the music, it's genuinely so funny. Like,
it seems hilarious.
It was hilarious, and I was like, I need to do that, because I literally was standing Taylor Swift. Yeah, AMBERLYNN Reid is saying that. Anyways, I love you guys, thank you guys so much for the support, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Alright, bye diva. Well, it's the end of another semaglutide era. Hopefully, honestly, at this point, if she ever comes back onto her channel and is like, I'm gonna try the old GLP-1s again, I might just rage quit. But anyways, I got some places to be, some things to do. I'm mostly just gonna go work out. So let me get to, but thank you so much for watching today. I really, truly appreciate it. Thanks for being here. If you're brand new and you want to, consider subscribing down below. Hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time I post a new video. Make sure to leave me a comment, hit like, click share, and follow me on all my social media. I had so much fun today. I hope you did too, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!